Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to see about top facts about Sony mobile. I don't know about Sony mobiles, but for Sony as a company, I have some facts here. For almost 70 years, Sony has been the poster boy of electronics. It rocked the world with its Walkman and turned everyone on TV with its Trinitron sets. It's amazed a fortune and is proud of a company spirit embodied by a golden guinea pig. The last statement might be a fact you didn't know about the old grandmaster of tech. Here are 12 more facts that we are going to see in this video. Let's get into this. First one. The name Sony may bring to mind a shiny flat screen TVs and consumer gadgets galore, but its first foray into electronics was actually a rice cooker. It failed to be a commercial success because it mostly made undercooked or overcooked rice, but had it done well, we may very well have seen a different Sony today. Fact number 2. When founded by Akio Morita and Masaru Ibuka in 1946, it was called TTK or Tokyo Tushin Kenkyujo, which is Tokyo Telecommunications Laboratory. It took 12 years for the company to be known as Sony. Number 3. The name Sony is based on the Latin word sonus, which means sound. It also refers to the word Sony for a youthful boy and was chosen as it could be easily pronounced in almost any language. It was actually the name of its first transistor radios, and as they became more popular and a household name, Morita and Ibuka adopted it for the company name. Number 4. Sony's fortunes could have been completely different if it wasn't for a student. The musical pedigree we associate with Sony today can be attributed to an opera student at the Tokyo Academy of Art who complained to the founders about the sound quality of its first audio recorders. They were impressed with the critic and subsequently hired him to come on board and help develop better equipment. Number 5. Executives at Sony were never keen on the idea of Walkman, but it was a good job. No hasty executive decisions were made as it revolutionized personal music and continued to be sold for 31 years. Initially, it was sold as Soundabout in the US, Stowaway in the United Kingdom, and Freestyle in Australia. Overseas sales companies objected to the name Walkman as they felt it was too much of a Japanese English name and proposed others. Sony America initially suggested Sony Disco Jogger because both disco and jogging were then all the rage in America. Number 6. One of the Sony's more bizarre creations that never made to market was the Choraco, a mini plastic VW camper van that sat on vinyl records and played the track through its speaker as it drove it around it. Number 7. Issey Miyake designed Sony's staff uniforms, which is worn in Sony factories and by many staff during the late 70s and early 80s. Steve Jobs tried to do the same with Apple employees. Both Akio Morita and Steve Jobs were friends and fans of Miyake. Number 8. Perhaps one of the Nintendo's biggest mistakes was asking Sony to develop an add-on for its video games consoles that could play any compact discs. Sony did just so, but after a falling out over software licensing, Nintendo broke it off and Sony decided to make its own console instead. Unfortunately for Nintendo, but fortunately for gamers, this was turned out to be the PlayStation, and it instantly eclipsed Nintendo's market share. Number 9. Not just a peddler of shiny electronics to improve our living rooms, Sony has produced electronics for the behind bars. The prison issue Walkman SRF39FP, that FP stands for Federal Prison, comes with a see-through case so inmates can't idle any contraband inside. But despite not being able to stash dodgy goods, they are highly treasured pieces of kids' as they can run for 40 hours on an AA battery and pick up radio reception even through those prison walls. Number 10. In 1998, Sony made a bit of a boom by releasing camcorders with a night vision mode that could see through cloths. Anyone wearing darker clothes would be exposed as infrared light created an X-ray effect. The company had no idea, so had to recall the product despite selling over 700,000. Sony's first portable television TVA301 launched in 1960 was tested for durability by driving around in an employee sports car on bumpy country roads. Number 12. In the late 1950s, the company was producing pocket radios. Described at the time as the world's smallest, they actually were a bit too big to fit in the shirt pockets. In order to keep its marketable description, Sony salesman had a shirts custom made with larger front pockets so they appeared pocketable, a word invented by a Sony employee according to its company history. Number 13. Sitting in the Sony archives in its HQ in Tokyo is a golden guinea pig figurine. This is out of a place object is a famous piece of Sony's history and serves as a company emblem for its spirit. It stems from an article that claimed Sony was a guinea pig for transistors and other companies were besting them. The founders then took this vibe as motivation for innovating ideas and indomitable spirit. A golden guinea pig was given to Sony founders from the employees. Thank you.